And that's all we're really talking about is a set of collective rules that boys can follow. And boys can say, look, I'm standing with this dude because he did the right thing. I don't care if he's a guy. There was a female that was messing with him. We all pulled out our cameras. We saw what was going on. We can testify to that because we're tired of having to hide because of our gender. Just because we boys doesn't mean that girls should get free shots at us. They shouldn't be able to hit us with their shoes. They shouldn't be able to spit on us. And I know some of y'all saying that's nasty. That don't happen. Yeah, well, it does. I'm here to tell you. I had a sixth grade student who was suspended towards the end of the year, and all he did was physically defend himself from a girl who spit on him. Now, it turns out that the spitting was the reason why they suspended him. It was because he was doing poorly academically. And how do I know? I sat in on the meeting. I said, all right. I said, fair enough. I said, we're going to get him. We're going to get his grade straight so he can be on course to graduate with his friends and his cohorts. I think it was about a month and a half left in the season. About 3 weeks later, he was repatriated to his homeroom, to his sixth grade class, and he went on to. He's on pace to graduate, if not has already graduated. But these are the type of things that we're talking about. See, we don't want necessarily to have boys in a situation to where they have to physically defend themselves against a girl. We want boys in a situation to where, if that is the worst case scenario, that they've exhausted every means of nonviolent defense possible. So they reported it, they video documented it, they've spoken to the teachers, they've spoken to students, the administrators, everybody spoke to this person and say, hey, look, leave him alone. Because the last thing this student has, if the advocates are doing right, is to put him in another school. But if this boy is the target of everybody who comes near him because of the reputation, then you have to deal with something that's going to impugn the reputation that this boy has earned for whatever reason. He could be a kid that doesn't like to fight. He's quiet, so he's easy to pick on. That's what the school district is there for. And if he's not protected, you could turn around and turn that young man into something that you hadn't anticipated. And trust me, that's not something you really want to deal with.